Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? We back with another video. I hope all of y'all are having a blessed day, man. I hope y'all feeling good, living good, all that good shit, man. So I'm just chilling right now. I just was working out. I had a decent workout, man. Did a little home workout for the day, but I wanted to talk to y'all, right? Shout out to all my guys out there that's on a semen retention journey. Shout out to all my guys out there on a no-fap journey, man. Keep grinding, keep winning, man. Every day you wake up, use that energy to your advantage and put it into something that's going to get you to the next level, bro. Whether that's the gym, whether that's you putting in more hours at work, whether that's you something, put it into something. It could be reading something. Just use that energy and just try to be a better person each and every day, okay? But today I wanted to talk about priorities, right? I wanted to talk about why a lot of men fail, okay? The reason why most men fail is because they don't prioritize the things they need to prioritize to get to the next level, okay? Most of our men don't have their heads screwed on right. I was one of those guys where, I grew up just not having my head screwed on right. I prioritized chasing women. I prioritized adult content. I prioritized playing video games all day. One of my favorite video games growing up was Call of Duty, and I remember I used to spend endless hours just playing Call of Duty, trying to get camos and just doing a bunch of nothing, right? Just putting my energy to into a bunch of things that I knew wasn't going to get me to the next level. You know what I mean? Just running away from my problems because, realistically, the reason why most of us do the things that we do, right? Drinking, playing video games, and, putting all our energy into chasing chicks and doing all this stuff, right? Is because realistically, we know that our real life and our real personal life sucks, right? So we try to do something to escape that. So we dive into this whole rabbit hole of instant gratification. And, sometimes that can be watching adult content. Sometimes that can be drinking. I used to love drinking Hennessy. Whenever I felt bored and I would just felt shitty for the day, I just go to the liquor store and grab me a bottle and just drink for the day. You know what I mean? And I remember I used to spend like so much money on that shit too. Like, that shit add up. When you spend a lot of money on weed and spend a lot of money on alcohol and shit like that, it adds up, bro. You know what I mean? And you realize like, damn, I'm spending all this money on stuff that's just gonna temporarily take away my pain, but then 2 3 hours later I'm back sober and I gotta face the reality again. So like I always tell you guys, bro, you can always run away from your problems, right? You can always continue to be the same person that you are, but at some point in your life, you're going to have to do something and solve the root of the problem. You can continue to live how you live and you can screw as many chicks as you want. You can go on as many dating apps as you want thinking that that's going to solve something, but at some point, you're going to have to do something about them problems that's in your real life, bro. You know what I mean? Life only going to humble you so many times, and sometimes life going to humble you in ways you ain't going to like. I always tell people that. So whatever it is that you want to do, bro, put your time and focus into that. Like for me, I want to grow so much on this platform. Like I'm so determined to win at this point in my life, bro. Like I got a job interview coming up, like a virtual interview that I got to do later on today. And this is the reason why I wanted to make this video, right? Because as I was applying for these jobs and stuff like that, I was just thinking in my head, like, damn, like I'm just so determined right now, bro, to win. Like I'm okay with putting myself through these uncomfortable situations because I understand that it's gonna better my life. And that's the problem with a lot of men as well. A lot of men, you can't say you want change and you can't say you want the finer things in life, but you're afraid to be different. You're afraid to be a new person. You're not gonna get to where you want to be being the same old you. Okay, if you think you're gonna get to where you want to be being the same person that you are, having the same habits that you have, wasting time and all that, you're not gonna get anywhere, bro. That you just gonna be a person that got dreams but ain't gonna never get anywhere. One of the things I had to face is understanding that, damn, okay, if I want all these things, if I want a lot of money, if I want a happy life, if I want to be married and have children, etc., right, and have this beautiful ass life, I have to change. You know what I mean? You can't expect change and not change yourself. It just doesn't make sense and it don't work like that. You know what I mean? So in order to change, you gotta adapt certain mental traits. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be determined. You gotta have willpower. You know what I mean? You gotta be committed to your craft and committed to what you're doing. You know what I mean? Instead of you spending endless hours watching Netflix and endless hours playing video games, I know it's guys out there that be spending hours on 2K just to level up a character that's not even them, getting cheap dopamine. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you can do the same thing in real life, bro. All you got to do is prioritize the things you need to prioritize. If you want more money, prioritize applying for jobs. Prioritize trying to get more hours at work. You know what I mean? If you want to be a great YouTuber, prioritize making more content. Spend more hours throughout your day making content. Like it's really that simple. I just feel like we as people make things hard on ourselves because we don't want to work. We want to continue to be comfortable. And comfort ain't nothing but the devil, okay? Comfort ain't nothing but the devil. You can sit there and be comfortable, as comfortable as you want, but you ain't never gonna grow. You ain't never gonna grow being comfortable, being stagnant, being afraid to leave your comfort zone, being afraid to leave your shell. Okay? You gotta put yourself through them uncomfortable situations in order to grow. That's just the process of being a man. Being a man is understanding that you might go through 2, 3 years, 6 months being uncomfortable. If you want a better life, you're gonna be willing to do that. For me, I'm willing to put myself through whatever. If I gotta be comfortable for 2 years, 3 years, so my 30s can be on point, I do it. It is what it is. If I gotta work, put in more hours at these jobs, I do it. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a damn. As long as I know my future is bright and I got, I got goals and I got, I put myself through that temporary stage of uncomfort. You know what I mean? Like you really don't want it. And that's what I be telling people. Like if you really wanted this shit, you would have did it. Just like when you really want food, you get food. When you really want liquor, you get liquor. When you really want to scroll on TikTok, you scroll on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like we make time for everything else but our goals. We make time for everything else but the shit we need to make time for. And then we sit up and complain and wonder why shit ain't going right. Well, if you put more time into your video game and you put more time into, the weed and the alcohol and the women, there's guys out here that spend hours on their phone just texting women all day. You know what I mean? Texting shorties and trying to get some ass for the night. But the same effort and time that they spend into getting dressed, getting fly for these girls, they don't put that same energy and time into the gym or working. You see what I'm saying? Like, all it takes is just that little mental switch. If you really wanted this shit, you would really put in the work and get it. And the thing that I want to ask you guys is, this is the question that you guys got to ask yourself. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to become a better person in order to reach your goals? Are you willing to change your habits? Are you willing to let go of things that's not serving your purpose to be a better person and to get to that next level? Are you willing to cut certain friends off that you know ain't really it to get to that? Like, you have to be willing to do these things, bro. And if you're not willing to do these things, well, you could just say goodbye to that dream you got, because you're not going to get nowhere in life without making a sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice something. Whether that's them habits you got, whether it's friends, you're gonna have to get rid of something in order to gain. So pick your poison, man. And like I tell y'all, man, you can continue to be that same person you is, but it come with consequences. It come with consequences, man. And at some point in your life, you're gonna want to be a better person. You're gonna want to have a happier lifestyle. At some point in your life, you're gonna get tired of running away from your problems. You know what I mean? At some point in your life, you're going to get tired of being addicted to that adult content. I've been there, bro. It was a point in time where I couldn't go to sleep without watching it. That's how addicted and sexualized my mind was. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like, that lifestyle was cool, right? I used to love drink. I used to love, like, getting the Hennessy and just vibing and turning up. Like, I used to love, like, going out with the homies and doing all that extra shit. And I used to love all that shit. Like, don't get me wrong, it feel good, right? It feel good drinking. It feel good being high as hell all the time. It feel good trying to get some short. Like, it feel good. I'm a nigga, like. But at the end of the day, bro, as you get older, you realize that shit is just a waste of fucking time. Like, people always tell you, like, enjoy your 20s, go out and enjoy your 20s. And I disagree with that shit. Like, yeah, enjoy life, but at the same time, don't let these people around you make you, like, don't let people around you make you feel like that shit is cool. That shit ain't cool. Going out every weekend and partying and sleeping with multiple chicks. Like, society like to make that shit seem cool. Like, when you working hard and you grinding for your goals, they always, take a break, man, take a break, go out and have... It's cool to go out and have fun here and there, but at the same time, society be making that shit seem like it's cool. Like, nowadays, it's a trend to go out in bars all the time. I live in a city where, like, people drink every fucking weekend. Like, every weekend you gonna probably see the same motherfuckers in the bar that you seen last weekend. Like, this shit is just toxic, bro. And if you keep going down that path of just doing nothing with your life and spending time just Just spending your time with the shit that ain't gonna get you nowhere. You gonna be the same person, man. That shit sucks, but I love y'all, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. Prioritize the things you need to prioritize, man. Spend less time focusing on that bullshit and spend more time focusing on the things you need to focus on in order to win, my nigga. That's what this journey is all about, and it's a very uncomfortable journey. It's a very lonely journey. But listen, you're not missing out on nothing. Them chicks that you was smashing still gonna be there. Them chicks that you was texting on them dating apps still gonna be there. Everybody, everything you think you're losing and missing out on this journey, it's all gonna be there, bruh. Just continue to work and put your head down and focus. 6 months to a year, complete focus will get you to a whole nother level, bro. I love y'all, man.